and why music? That's it.
Okay, so how did I end up in America? Well, I came here to visit my brother. And so kind of it started there. I came over and I kept staying here and and I thought, oh, I'm going to learn English or go to school. And then I met somebody and we started playing music together, and
Hmm.
that was it. But I've always been a musician growing up in Russia, so I went to music school. You know how a lot of kids in Russia
Yeah.
do that, and then I went to music college. I played in bands early on when I was a teenager, so it just kind of always been music.
How did
So
you
when I
get this, or like from whom? Where did you get this inspiration from? Like this passion about music? Was it that person who introduced you to music, or you found out it yourself?
according to my mother, I started singing before talking. And so I don't ever remember making a choice or being influenced. I was just always wanted to do that. And when I was 5 years old, I was performing at my mom's job. I was performing outside. Anywhere I went, I would say, do you want me to sing for you? And if they said
Wow.
yes, I would say, well, I can also dance and all that kind of stuff. So and that's how I ended up in music school. And then I requested the piano. So I just don't ever remember questioning it. It just kind of was always there. I
Do
don't
you
know.
think that it's like something strange is happening in terms of like why some people have absolutely no clue about what they're gonna be doing in life, and you being like performing all the time since I don't know your childhood, like really little age, and my friend professor as well, he told me that he always wanted to be a scientist, and that's who he is right now. So, do you think that is something like I don't know, like talent, some blessing from above, or like
Well,
what is
I
that?
think everybody is talented at something, and it's a really good point you touched because my brother, for example, I feel like my brother knows so much and he can do so much, and yet he never made a choice of what he wanted to be. And he's the one who told me a few years back. He said, you're very lucky. You always knew what you wanted to do. So I don't know what it is. It could be that um, it's your destiny. I mean, if you look at really, really great composers, they couldn't help it, or great writers, or great anything. Those people couldn't help it. I mean, Beethoven was already deaf when he was writing his greatest pieces. So sometimes I think people, it ends up being blessing and a burden a lot of times because people kind of think, wow, if I didn't have this blessing burden, I would be living like a normal person and doing normal people's activities. I wouldn't be this Mozart guy writing these insane pieces and dying poor. So it's just um, I guess you are being chosen for each person being chosen for something on this planet. Maybe that's the way to explain
Mm.
it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's right.
You know,
Well,
Well,
Like,
interesting, interesting.
we should. I have to chime in. I'm curious about that. Yeah, that's right. I also believe that the Earth kind of picks certain people for certain tasks. From different parts.
totally, totally.
And
Yeah,
what do you think? Do you think there's like
totally
a
bored already.
connection between like the spirit of people and also like the spirit of other living things on the planet?
Connection between the spirit of people and spirit of other things on the planet.
Yeah, everything that moves and like is affected by time, I guess you could say.
Well, you believe the same things my mother believes. She always told me, see the rock, it's alive, and the insect is alive. And I mean, see the rock, that's from God, and the insect is from God. And my mother is a pagan, total pagan. She always prayed to the moon and to the sun and to the water. Everything is alive, she used to tell me. Everything on this planet is alive and everything is connected. Well, when I was a child, I used to step on spiders, you know, like you kill the spider. Now I can't bring myself to kill a spider. Sometimes I'm like, oh my God, there's a spider. I gotta get rid of it. And I'm just about to smash it. But then I put it in a glass and cover the glass and take it outside. As I started growing older, I started understanding, wow, that is all connected, you know? And the spider in the room, it wants to live just as much as I want to live. When you chase it across the room, it runs because it wants to live. It doesn't know why it wants to live.
Or maybe he's scared as fuck, you know. He's like, "Oh damn, that human body, I gotta
He
kill him."
feels your temperature, you know. You're like this huge thing.
Yeah.
You're like a planet to him.
Yeah, totally. And so yeah, I guess, did I answer your question? I think you were talking
Yeah,
about
you did.
connection between humans and spiders.
Yeah, because didn't we have a special connection, Fedora? Like it was so random how we met.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
So
You
maybe
gotta
that
tell
was
this story to Angelina.
yeah, you should tell it because she doesn't
No,
know. Right?
you, man.
Me. All right.
Peter, what time is it where you are?
It's 12 hours ahead, so it's almost 11 a.m. in China.
Ah, okay.